Okay, we are headed down to south of St. Louis. Where are we going, Heath?
Down to Farmington, Missouri.
And what are we doing?
So I had old Blue on the channel, my old Blue log splitter, and when I got a new log splitter, there was a subscriber who reached out to me and he said, hey, if you're gonna sell Blue, that thing would work out perfect for me. He had a grapple that he was gonna sell in order to help pay for Blue, and I said, hold on, I'm looking for a grapple, what do you have? And it's exactly what I was looking for. So we were working out a trade, and I was gonna bring Blue down and swap out for the grapple. He was planning on splitting and selling a bunch of wood to help pay for it, and he didn't get that done. So he messaged me the other day and he said, hey, if it would work out for you and would be easier for you, if you just want to buy the grapple, you can do that instead of trading for it. He said he has 5 or 6 cord of wood that he wasn't able to get split that he planned on. And so it sounded like it was going to work better for him if I just came down and bought the grapple. He told me a price. I thought it was too low. I told him I'd pay him more, but he said, absolutely not. I won't take $1 more than what I told you. So I talked to Rachel, and we decided we're going to bring our all-wood musclewood log splitter down, and we're going to split wood for him. We didn't ask him. We don't know if this wood's even accessible or what the situation is, because I know that if we asked him, he would have said no. So we're just going to show up with the all-wood. We brought 2 of our boys, Nate and Zachary, along, and we're going to spend a few hours and try to get as much of his wood split up as we can and pick up this grapple. So it's been almost a 10-hour trip, almost 700 miles towing the all-wood. I text Bobby the other night and I said, hey, can I tow that thing 700 miles one way? And he said, yep. So we've been doing it. We're almost there, so hopefully everything works out and goes good today, and we'll get some wood split up, get a grapple, and go make that 9.5, 10-hour drive home.
Yeah, this was completely unexpected to me. Last night we were hunting and he said something about leaving for Missouri that night. And I said, what are you talking about? He goes, well, I told you. I was like, told me what? I mean, we're talking 5 o'clock at night, and that was the first I heard about heading down to Missouri. So
sometimes she doesn't listen to me when I talk.
And I'm along for the ride.
There. And then we'll lower this down and get the next one on there. Get another one on. And then, Zach, you're going to take the split. You're going to throw them on a pile there. Ready? Oh, is it going? dirty.
We had a little technical difficulty with our microphones here, so we're just going to talk about the trip and just wait until you see the moment of realization on my face when Heath lets me know that the mics weren't plugged in correctly.
All right, a lot of the setup that we did to start splitting this wood was all on our live stream, which is saved on our channel if you want to go back and watch that. Like I said in the intro, we had no idea what to expect when we got here, and when I saw a mountain of huge, knotty tree service wood, I knew we had our work cut out for us.
Thankfully, the boys were on their winter break from school, so they could come down with us and just see how fun it is to be able to do something nice for someone and their reaction. And Mark couldn't be more appreciative, and he thanked the boys especially for coming down and said he'll never forget it for the rest of his life. So it was really special and meaningful for all of us as a family to be able to do this for someone.
I know this isn't your typical vacation or Christmas trip. A lot of people go to Disney or whatnot, but I know this is something my boys will never forget. When I mentioned this was tree service wood, it wasn't just tree service wood. It was the stuff nobody else wanted. This tree service Mark gets his wood from keeps the straight grain stuff for themselves, and he gets the huge blocks or the big knotty pieces, so we definitely had our work cut out for us. We weren't able to get nearly as much wood split as I had wanted to due to the fact that our trip down took a little longer than expected, and a storm was coming in, which we got to drive home in the entire way. Pouring rain and dense fog.
And here's an example of the tree service wood not being perfect. Here it comes splitting. Bam! Takes me out.
Half the guys I work with would have been on the ground. Rachel just gets back to work.
Thankfully, it just hit me in my thickest part. We're all good. It was just a little surprising. That's terrible. So at this point, it started raining a little bit. I'm looking like a drowned rat. And, it wasn't ideal conditions. Realistically, we would have loved to give 5 hours or more to knocking out this pile of wood for Mark. But that just wasn't in the cards for us. It took way too long to get down there. And
that could have something to do with the fact that I didn't tell you until we were hunting the night we were leaving, and we weren't even packed.
Yeah, it was not a pre-planned trip on Rachel's part.
I sort of fly by the seat of my pants most of the time, and Rachel just comes along for the ride.
Yeah, I didn't know about this trip until 5 p.m. on Sunday night, and we left at 9 p.m. So if you think that I'm inflexible or a diva, no. I was able to get it together, and the whole fam got packed up, ready to go. And we weren't even home at 5 p.m. We were still in the woods, so...
I did tell her that we were doing this, though. I just might not have laid out the actual timeline.
So I decided to call it at this point because the storm is way too close for my liking. So Heath's asking me questions, kind of doing a wrap out since we knew we're not going to be able to stand there and do it because we have to pack up and get out of here. And Mark and Terry come down to just see us off and say thank you. And so now Heath is like, I can't hear you talking to your mic. And I clearly am trying. And he's like, no, it's still not registering on the camera. Like, I can't see it working. What's going on? Checking it all out. And, uh-oh, Rachel, you have the transmitter. There's no microphone on that. Oh, the moment of realization that there's no sound. Oh, no. Did I ruin everything?
Her mic to the GoPro as the receiver, so that whole thing probably has no sound. Come on, Ma.
There's video, play some music.
We got to visit with Mark and Terry a little bit as we packed up, and then we started the long journey home.
Thanks for watching, everyone. If you want to see more of what our day was like, check out our live stream. Once we got there, we set it up, and it was just a lot of fun to just watch the boys, and you could tell they were enjoying themselves. Be sure to hit that bell icon when you subscribe so you're notified of any future live streams or new videos as they come. We appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.